It's daily vlog time, and we are at the yucky part of our cold where everything is getting up out of our body, but that's also the happy part because that means that we're not going to be sick. But please excuse me if it gets a little, you know, while we're here. But we're going to talk about two things today: black math and compromise, gracious compromise, if I'm being very specific. And so let's talk. So those of us who heard black math and started laughing, you probably know where I'm going with this. Black folks have a way of doing arithmetic that makes me chuckle. My favorite part, my favorite measure of black math is the imaginary paycheck. Those of you who have been following my vlog all this week, you see that I have been working, but my partner has not been working. I have been doing a lot of black math in my head of his imaginary paycheck because at this point we're at Thursday and he still isn't feeling well. So that means half of one of his checks is going to be missing. Yesterday I was like, damn, okay, what we gonna do? Literally said out my mouth, what we gonna do? 5 minutes later, the notification rings from my crochet company, the inbox. Young lady gets in my inbox, say, "Hey, I know you're closed for the year. I'm not asking you to create anything new, but I know that you have inventory. Can I see what you already have available? I want to purchase a few things." Absolutely, because I just said 5 minutes ago what we gonna do. This might help lessen that blow. You feel me? She's ordered a couple things. She's actually gonna be paying for them today. I'm gonna be able to put that money to the side. That's not gonna make up because he gets paid very well. That's not gonna make up for possibly having his check being missing, but that's gonna make it less stressful. That's gonna make it less stressful. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as a woman, I want to talk about compromise, gracious compromise today, because there was a part of me that had an attitude yesterday when I took that order. I took that order, and a part of me was like, damn, if we wasn't trying to fill a gap right now, this would be a surplus. I could have chosen to live there and made life uncomfortable for my partner in this house yesterday while he wasn't feeling well. Or I could have saw that as a reason not to worry. Because if that bit of money is coming to me, then something else is going to come to me and something else is going to come to me. And whatever gap I think that has been created by us just naturally being sick is going to be filled. And so I say that to say that even when you get to doing your black math and the math don't be mathing all the way, we have to couple it with gracious compromise. I think one of the biggest mistakes that women, especially women, make, one of the biggest downfalls of my community, in my opinion, is that when we are already down, we allow our frustration with being down to make us feel worse than what we already feel. This young man feels horrible, I'm sure, because men like to do two things. They like to work, they like to fuck. We'll go add three. They like to eat, right? When men can't do those things, they don't feel good about themselves. If there is a man in your life that isn't able to do and take care of himself and you and the family and things the way he wants to, he already feels the gravity of that. You deciding to be rude and disrespectful to him and be mean to him and make little underhanded comments because you yourself are still worried and scared does not create the environment for growth and health. Yesterday when he walked in, y'all saw my face in real time be confused as to why he was in this house. And then y'all saw me get completely off track and not even be able to finish vlogging because that's when I started doing my black math. Before I became aware of the downfall of allowing that attitude from that black math to put me in a bad space, that would have been where me and him were at odds. I would have been walking around the house, slamming doors, moving stuff, having an attitude because of something that he can't control, but we're still upset about because it's probably going to create issues that we can't control. Instead, I sat down and I said, what we gonna do? Out loud. And 5 minutes later, what we gonna do showed up. Now, That's not the fullness of it. Some other things are going to have to happen. Some other resources. We're going to have to move some things around. But I say all of that to say, had I been in a bad headspace, I wouldn't have even seen that sale as a win. I would have been like, oh my God, I could have had extra money with it. I'm not Drewski. So me and could have been should not be friends. But a lot of times, a lot of us allow what could have, should have, would have happened to create a lot of bullshit instead of looking at what's really in front of us and realizing what's in front of us not that bad. Is it unfortunate that right before he has to drive down to go get his baby and we have to do things that are going to cost us extra money that both of us are down for a week so we can't work as hard as we wanted to? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Especially with the holidays coming. But the silver lining in that is that the holidays are coming. I'm the baby of my family and he's the firstborn of his family. His people are about to rally for this new journey. His people are about to put money in his pocket because they understand that he has I know his village is about to step. And my village step every year. It don't matter what's going on in my life. I know that my village is about to step because I'm transparent with my village just like he's transparent with his village. And so in the moment of a very justified fear, right? Because I was like, ooh, this is kind of scary. I also had to remember that all of the beautiful things that are true about my life are still true when I'm scared. And I can still say I'm scared because I'm still scared. Because even though family got our back and friends got our back and we got our back and we can move things around, life still happens. Shit still happens. And so, yes, I'm scared, but I'm not scared to the point that I'm going to allow my fear to project bullshit onto me and my partner because we got to at least have an even playing ground to think on. And so that's where I'll leave us today as we wrap up our last few minutes of our vlog today is I know that life is crazy. As you can see, I am going through some crazy shit. But I do my best and I want to invite you to do your best to remain as calm as you can even when life is going crazy. Because it is in those moments that we're supposed to use our tools. We think we use our tools when shit is going well. No, when shit is going well, we don't have to use anything. We just ride the wave. It's now. It's moments when we don't know how well things are going to go, where we need to be using our tools. And those are the moments where we usually freak out. And I'm always confused about that with human beings. I'm like, bro, this is the time. This is the time for you to be able to, like, when things are going great and people are like, I keep it together. I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, because things are together. But when things unravel and you're like, that was easier said than done. Now I'm going crazy. You failed. You failed. And I'm grateful to myself because I have failed in these moments in the past. And I'm seeing myself handle moments like this way better than, me of yesterday did. And so, pats for Patsy. And I thank you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough for being on this journey with me. And if I could give you anything today, is even when the math ain't mathing, I want you to have a gracious compromise with yourself and the people you love and the environment around you, because this life is for us, baby. We here, and it's gonna work. I love y'all. I'm finna get my ass together so we can get through this day. The weekend is coming. I hope that I have a nice restful weekend. I hope that you have a nice restful weekend. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Love you.